All right, hello everybody, and welcome to tonight's live stream. This is going to be the Achieve Scrimmage here. We're going to have the Boone Toreadors and the visiting Ogden Bulldogs here when we get underway here in just a few minutes from the BHS gym. Really good opportunity here for overall both teams coming in, seeing what they have to start the season before we really get into play for what matters. Toreadors this year, we're going to have a very junior heavy squad out there. We're going to have Carly Bush, Maura Nystrom, Sydney Adams, Avery Chestnut, Shannon Jenkins rounding out for the juniors. Very heavy, like I said, junior lineup out there. And only two seniors this year for the Toreadors. We're going to have Aaron Aids and Savannah Paul out there. Looking to be a pretty good matchup here. Like I said, just a scrimmage, so this game will not officially be tracked, but it will be a good opportunity for both teams. We're going to be heading to tip-off here just about 4 minutes. We'll be back momentarily.
Luis Maldonado, the Lincoln Elementary.
Tyson Shivers, Boone Middle School. Lucas Thompson, Trinity Lutheran School.
Chase Chamberlain, Franklin Elementary.
Amarion Hackney, Sacred Heart.
Ty Salverson, Boone Middle School.
Kyan Lehman, Child Care Junction.
Alexis Songson, Page Elementary.
Ben Brevard from the House of Brock Purdyville, Iowa State University.
Luis Maldonado, the Lincoln Elementary.
Tyson Shivers, Boone Middle School. Lucas Thompson, Trinity Lutheran School.
Chase Chamberlain, Franklin Elementary.
Amarion Hackney, Sacred Heart.
Ty Salverson, Boone Middle School.
Kyan Lehman, Child Care Junction.
Alexis Songson, Page Elementary.
Ben Brevard from the House of Brock Purdyville, Iowa State University.
A sophomore guard, 5'4", number 2, Jordan Crossman.
All right, everybody, welcome back to tonight's live stream. First, we're going to have the starting lineups for the Ogden Bulldogs. Number 2, a sophomore, Jordan Crossman. Number 10, Lauren Matthews, another sophomore. Number 11, a senior, Lily Ferguson. Number 12, a sophomore, Aubrey Leonard. And number 24, Reagan Conley, a senior.
And a sophomore at 5'6", at guard, number 10, Lauren Matthews.
Bulldogs last year returned their leading scorer, Jordan Crossman. She was just only a freshman last year. Now the starting lineups for your Boone Toreadors. We're going to have a junior, number 2, Addie Tunsvik. Another junior, number 10, Carly Bush. Number 12, a senior, Aaron Aids. Number 20, a junior, Sydney Adams. And rounding out the lineup for the Toreadors, number 24, Savannah Paul, another senior. Like I said, we're going to have a lot of juniors on this roster. Aaron Aids obviously coming back for the Toreadors, one of their key players. Going to be a big part for the Toreadors this year. They're going to have success, get the ball into Aids, and also pass it around. Others, they got Bush coming back, had some varsity minutes last year. Adams, varsity starter last year as well. And then you got Paul in there too. Coach Corson will return also this year, back second year, trying to make more improvements to this Toreador basketball team. We'll be back here momentarily after the national anthem. All right, here to start out the game, we're going to have Savannah Paul tipping for the Toreadors. The Bulldogs, it's going to be Lily Ferguson. Toreadors win the tip, gets it to Adams, right to Tunsvik. A dribble around, get it back to Adams. It's going to be tipped away there by Ferguson. Will remain Toreador basketball. Tunsvik will now have it. Going to dish it down into Paul. Conley gets in the way, though. Paul fighting through a lot of pressure, gets around just a little bit too hard. Bounce around. Bulldogs get it. They're on the fast break. Up to Ferguson. Ferguson kicks out to Crossman. Crossman 3, no good. Rebound by Paul. Both teams here now trying to speed it up, but the Toreadors are going to go a little too fast. I'll be back to Bulldog basketball. Matthews going to get it in to Crossman, and we're going to have an early foul right there. That one's going to be on Bush of the Toreadors. Bulldogs will have it. Crossman. Did it to Matthews. Poked away, though. Adams is going to come up with it. Trying to get somebody to come and get it. Gets it all the way up to Aids, and we're going to have a foul there on, I believe that's going to be on Crossman. Got a little piece of Aids. Early here in the first, both teams have a foul. Tunsvik going to be double teamed there by Ferguson Leonard. Gets all the way down to Adams. Adams misses the layup, though, however. Bulldogs get the ball now. Can get all the way down to Ferguson, and we're going to have a foul on Paul. Ferguson going to be going the line to shoot 2 now. Toreadors now with 2 early fouls, and a lot of this is coming from they're just simply getting beat and transition down the floor, not being able to keep up. First one will be good for Ferguson. Both teams tonight really have a big emphasis on pushing the ball. Second shot is going to be up and good. Bulldogs take the 2-0 lead here early in the first quarter. Tunsvik's going to have it. Going to get it to Aids, and they're going to get Aids with the travel there. Toreadors here these past few possessions have nothing to come up with. Have had a couple shots, just have not capitalized on them. Crossman, guarded by Tunsvik. They're going to get it right down the paint to Ferguson. Toreadors get very lucky there. Wide open pass in the paint. A's going to come away with it, though. And I'd say it's Toreador basketball. Last possession there on defense. Boone had nobody there to tip that ball away. Got very lucky. See if they can revenge himself here on the offensive side into Bush. Now over to Adams. And going to go right through the hands of Savannah Paul. The Bulldogs are going to take over. Crossman going up the court now. Tyler guarded by Tunsvik. Swing it to Matthews, and just a little bit too high there for Leonard. Going to be, we're going to call it Bulldog basketball. Looks like it was tipped, but will be Bulldog basketball. The wide open shot for Ferguson. That's going to be good. Bulldogs take a 5-0 lead. All 5 points coming from Lily Ferguson of Ogden. A's going to try to drive now. Poked away. Boone's getting very sloppy on offense here, but some good defense. Bush is going to have it. Got to limit those careless passes out of the Toreadors. Adams in the corner for 3. That's going to be good. Get Boone on the board there. Only down by 2 now. Crossman will have it. Toreadors really guarding Crossman pretty tough. Leading scorer from a year ago for the Bulldogs. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay Ogden ball. Finally, he's going to inbound. It's into Matthews. Matthews is going to drive. Good for the 2. Swing it all the way to Bush in the corner. Bush is going to survey. Get to Tunsvik. Now Aids is going to shoot the 3. That's going to be no good. Rebound by Ferguson. Ferguson gets it up to Crossman. Crossman's going to drive. Going to get fouled there by Tunsvik. Foul will be on the floor, though. Jenkins going to enter the game along with Macy Chestnut, a freshman, out there for the Toreadors. And in and out for Crossman. Toreadors going to have a very young team in there this year. Going to be playing at least a couple freshmen, I would assume. We're already seeing one so far. Ball knocked out of bounds will be Ogden basketball. And we are going to get an early timeout here by Coach Corson and the Toreadors. We'll be back here momentarily.
Thank you for tuning into our live streams and supporting Boone High School. Your support is greatly appreciated.
To keep up with Boone TV, check out our social media. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Make sure to turn on that bell notification so you know when we go live next.
Now, let's head back to action.
And as always, roll doors.
Toreadors coming out of this timeout here. Going to need to figure out something. They just seem a little just a little bit off out there. Not everyone's on the same page. Just looking a little bit sloppy. Fix that. And I think you got yourself a better ball game here. You have, or even Boone winning. Bulldogs going to get it into Crossman. Swing it over to Matthews. Really nice double team there by Aids and Tunsvik. They're going to say it's Bulldog basketball after that. Swing it to Ferguson. Ferguson's going to get it down to Conley. Conley down there. She's going to be fouled. Fights through that double team there. That foul is going to be on Jenkins of the Toreadors. Going to send the Bulldogs to the line once again. And it looks like Conley lined up on the wrong line. It looked like she lined up on the volleyball line. So they're going to count that as a lane violation. Will now be only one shot. One shot's missed. Rebounded, though, by the Bulldogs, and we're going to get a jump ball there. It's going to stay Ogden basketball. Conley lined up on that volleyball line, like I said. Gave her only one shot. Then we had a jump ball. Will be Ogden basketball now. Shot by Ferguson will be no good. Jenkins tries to let it go out of bounds, but Crossman with a really good effort to get it back in, but it will be Toreador basketball. Adams going to get it into Tunsvik. We bobbled around. Aids is going to get it, going to try to get it into Adams, but unsuccessful. The fast break now. Ferguson up to Crossman. Crossman's going to dribble. No good. Rebound by Aids. And now we're going to get a foul on Crossman of the Bulldogs. Bush is going to sub in for Chestnut now. Will be Toreador basketball. 4:05 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Tunsvik will now have it. Get it to Aids. Aids will dribble, drive to the hoop. Going to get it back out to Adams. No good. Rebound by Jenkins. Tunsvik now is going to try for the three. No good. Conley looks like she's going to come up with it, and we're going to have a foul now on the Toreadors. Conley playing very physical down in there for the Bulldogs, giving the Toreadors some troubles. Toreadors already with 5 fouls so far tonight. Some sloppy basketball out of Boone, as well as just some careless passes and many different fouls. First one will be good for Conley. Second shot here coming. Boone's going to have to limit those fouls if they're going to want to stay in this ball game. Second one good as well. Put the Bulldogs up 9-3 as tons of it comes up the floor. And we're going to get a foul on Leonard now. Toreador basketball. Aids is going to inbound. Get it to Tunsvik. Tunsvik's going to dribble. Get it to Aids. Aids is going to drive. Go up for the 2. No good. We're going to have a fight for the ball here. It's going to be a jump ball. Will be Toreador basketball. Aids drives to the hoop. Had a little bit of contact. Just could not finish. And Conley of the Bulldogs able to force that. Really nice pass in there to Tunsvik to Aids. Aids can't make it. Aids goes back up for the 2 and good. Second point chance there, or second choice chance points there for the Toreadors. Adams going to pick it off. Now going to try for the fast break. Up to Aids. Now to Bush in the corner for 3. That's going to be an air ball. No good. Rebound by Matthews. Bulldogs pushing the ball here. Current is going to have it. She's going to dribble drive. That's going to be off the Toreadors. Going to stay Ogden ball. Macy Chestnut is going to step into the game here for Aids. And they're going to get a travel now on Leonard. Going to be back to Toreador basketball. 2:46 left to go here in the first period of play. Ferguson's going to come in for Conley. Tunsvik will now dribble up the floor. And she is going to trip, fall and lose control of the ball. Ogden basketball now. Matthews will inbound. Get into Crossman. Leonard's going to have it, and we had another travel on the Bulldogs here. These past couple possessions, Bulldogs have a few travels, giving the ball right back to the Toreadors. Now we can just need to see if Boone can respond to all these. Haven't had any sort of response really for these Bulldog mistakes. Bush is going to have it, and going to get it to Adams, and we're going to have it over and back there. And we're going to have another timeout now by the Toreadors here. Like I said, they just seem kind of it's a little bit off tonight. Not all on the same page out there. Had some careless passes. Going to need to really clean that up here going into the second quarter. Bulldogs lead 9-5, 2:18 left to go in the first quarter of play. Bulldogs will have the ball here. Coming out the timeout. There's going to be no call for over and back there. Paul's going to come in for the Toreadors. There was a foul on number 12, Aubrey Leonard of the Bulldogs. Tonsvik now going to get it to Aids. Aids is going to dribble, get it down to Bush in the paint. We good for the 2. Toreador starting to climb back here, now only down by 2. Crossman's going to have it. Over to Current. Current cannot keep control. We'll be back to Toreador basketball. Aids will get it into Tonsvik. Back to Aids. Aids going to dish it down to Bush again. Going to try for it. No good. Adams fights for it, though. Boone going to come up empty there. Going to be white basketball now. Adams will dish it down to Paul in the paint. Paul goes up, will draw the foul off Conley, and she will go to the line now for 2. Paul's going to go to the line now to shoot 2. Both teams now with 5 fouls. Paul's first shot, no good. We'll have a second one here. Second shot is up and good. One of the officials is going to say no shot. Looks like it's going to be a lane violation. Score will remain 9-7 Ogden, as Crossman is going to take it up the court now. Over to Ferguson. Tipped away, though, by Paul. And we're going to get a foul now on Aids. Can't have that when you're guarding them very tightly and just give them that little push. I'm going to get you for it every time. Going to send Crossman now to the charity stripe. 2 shots. First one up and no good. Jenkins will sub back into the game. Second one is up and good. Going to give the Bulldogs now a 3-point lead. Tonsvik will dribble and get it to Adams. Adams is going to drive, throws up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Bush, though, down in there, and we're going to get a foul now on Ogden. Again, I believe that's on number 24, Conley. Bush now at the line. First one missed. It's a little bit too hard there. Aids and Chestnut will sub into the game. One more shot here for Bush. Shot is up and good. Matthews will dribble at the court. Boone trying to get something, and Aids going for the pass there. It's going to be, I believe that's going to be they're going to get her on the foul. That's going to be Aids' third. Tough blow there for Boone early in this game. Aids already with 3 fouls. A little bit of a risky decision overall, keeping her in, even with 2 fouls early in this first quarter. That one will be missed by Conley. Nystrom will sub into the game for the Toreadors. Her second one off the backboard, in and good. As Chestnut will dribble at the court. Telegard in there by Ferguson, gets it to Bush. One's going to be bobbled. Jenkins tries to get it. Trying to get it back to Nystrom. Nystrom's going to get it to Chestnut. Bulldogs playing some pretty tough defense in there. Going to get out to Jenkins. Jenkins for the three now. Going to be no good. Fight for the ball. And I believe we're going to get a jump ball. Excuse me, we're going to get a foul. It's going to be on Conley. That's going to be her third of the night. 17 fouls combined for both squads here. Excuse me, 17 fouls apiece. 14 combined. That is a lot of fouls for here in just this first quarter. Bulldogs now are going to take a timeout. Like I said, really good game for both these teams to see what they really have. Get all the kinks out. As you can see, it's been a little bit of sloppy basketball, but you are going to obviously probably expect that here just with the first game of the season, first time playing somebody in a different jersey color. Bulldogs take a timeout. We'll be back here momentarily. Out the break, we're going to have Savannah Paul shooting one free throw. Going to make it. We're going to have another no shot, though. We're going to have a lane violation on the Toreador, so that one will not count. It's happened twice now for Boone. Got to really clean that up, especially on those free throws. 3 easy points for the charity stripe. Three-pointer there, no good by Conley. Rebound, though, by the Bulldogs. Matthews. Going to come up empty there. Be a missed shot by Wilson. Jenkins now dribbling. Gets it to Chestnut. Going to be tipped away, though, by Crossman. Crossman now for the fast break. And we're going to get a double dribble. She was just out of control there trying to drive to the hoop. Ferguson will now come in for Ogden. Conley will be subbed out. 1 second here left to go. And that pass going to be tipped away. Careless passes have just led to the Toreadors to have some Toreadors trail here going into half 11-8. I'd like to apologize there. We just had a little bit of a technical difficulty. Our sound system just went out for just a second. We are back now. Toreadors trail 11-8 going in here to the second quarter of play. Going to have to figure out something here. Like I said, his first game, trying to work out all the kinks. We'll see what the Toreadors having here going to the second quarter. Bulldogs will have the ball now. Start out the second quarter. Like Adams tries to poke it away. Bulldogs will have it. Get it to Current. Current's going to be tightly guarded. Really good defense in there by Boone. Leads to Tunsvik getting the ball. But really very nice defense out of Aids and Adams. Adams now Swing to Tunsvik. Back to Adams. Adams for the three, no good. Rebounded by Ferguson. Bulldogs will take it up the court now. Crossman going to drive into the lane. She's going to be fouled. Doesn't make the shot, but she will go to the line now to shoot two. Crossman's first shot up and will be good. Second shot now up and no good. Rebound by Avery Chestnut. Then you get it to Tunsvik. Tunsvik's in a survey. Swing to Adams in the corner. Adams is going to drive now. Going to try to get around Conley, but unsuccessful. Bulldogs end up with it. Crossman dribbling up the court now. We're going to be going the other way now. I believe that's going to be an off-ball foul. It's going to be on Wilson. That'll be her first of the night. .650 left to go here in the second period of play. Going to swing it to Aids. Aids in the corner. Bounce around, no good. Jenkins going to get the rebound, though, for the Toreadors. Tunsvik down to Adams. Adams in the paint, going to throw it up, no good. Rebound by Matthews. Gets it to Current. Tries to get it to Current, but will be tipped out by Aids. Bush and Paula enter the game. Avery Chestnut and Jenkins will come out. Crossman will now have it. Going to get it to Current. Current down into Matthews. And we're going to have a foul on the Toreadors now. Aids in there with 3 fouls so far. Very risky there. She has to play extremely conservative. Those 3 fouls, but Adams going to tip it away, going to try and get it. Bulldogs are going to have it. Tunsvik's going to have it. Now the fast break up to Aids. Aids can't keep control, but gets it back to Adams. Adams is going to go for the 2. Really heads-up play there by Aids. Cannot get control of the ball, but gets it right back into Adams, up for the 2. Adams now with 5 points on the night. Tunsvik now up to Adams, now to Aids. Good for 2. Toreadors now finally starting to come together here after that really shaky first quarter, really starting to come back now. Going to be all tied up at 12 apiece. The Bulldogs are going to take a timeout now with 5:42 left to go here in the second quarter of play. Bulldogs are going to have the ball here out the timeout. All tied up now here at 12 apiece. As Crossman's going to have it. Going to get it to Lennard. Back to Matthews. Now to Ferguson. Ferguson now is going to chuck up the 3, no good. Rebound by Adams. Adams is going to take it up the court, and they're going to get her with the travel. Back to Bulldog basketball. Matthews going to give it into Crossman. And going to be tipped away by Carly Bush. She's going to have the fast break. Now up to Aids. Aids going to have it. Shot fake. Gets in the lane. Reverse layup. No good. And we are going to get a foul now. It's going to be on Matthews. That'll be Matthews first of the night. Aids going to now go to the line to shoot 2. First shot's going to be up and good. Toreadors will take the lead now. 13-12. Jenkins will sub into the game. Second shot now for Aids here. Shot's going to be up and also good. 2 for 2 on the free throw for Aids. Big by Lennard. Lennard gets it. Shot blocked. Toreadors will have the ball. Tunsvik's going to get it. And just a little bit too hard of a pass in there by Aids. Tunsvik cannot catch up to it. Will be now Ogden basketball. Inbound into Crossman. Crossman and Matthews. And we're going to have a travel now. Back to Toreador basketball. 4:41 left to go here in the second period. Tunsvik's going to have it. Get it to Adams. Adams is going to shoot the 3. That's going to be just short. Rebounds by Jenkins. Back out to Adams. Adams is going to drive now. Going to be rejected, though, by Ferguson. Now we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Bush, I believe. It's also going to be Bush's third foul. Toreador is running into some foul trouble here. And there we're going to have a travel by Ferguson. Toreador defense all playing pretty good tonight. Really putting a lot of pressure on those Bulldogs when they're on the offensive side. Adams into Tunsvik. Back to Adams. Over to Tunsvik. Adams now going to get it into Paul. Paul's going to swing out to Nystrom. 3 no good by Nystrom. Bulldogs going to come up with it. Ferguson going to have it now. Axel Lennard, we're going to have a jump ball now. Possession arrow points towards the Toreadors. Will be Toreador basketball. Tunsvik's going to have it. Get it to Adams. Back to Tunsvik. Now to Nystrom. Boone swinging it around. Get a Bush in the corner. Ball's going to be rejected, but Adams gets it right back and goes up for the 2. Toreadors increase their lead to 4. Adams now has 7 on the night. Crossman's shot is airballed, and will be Boone basketball. Chestnut's going to come into the game before Bush. 3:18 left to go here in the second quarter. Tunsvik now is going to dribble it up. Get it to Adams. Adams going to dribble. Swing it over to Nystrom. Nystrom will drive. Get it to Tunsvik. Tunsvik looks like she took a little bit of a step there. We're going to be a no call. Adams takes the shot. No good. And we're going to have a jump ball now. Possession arrow is towards Bulldogs. Will be Bulldog basketball. Crossman will dribble it up. Get it to Lennard. Matthews is going to have it. They're going to try to get the trap there. Good defense, though. Tunzvik's going to come up with it. Adams going to be not able to catch up with the ball. Toreadors have had that now a couple times where they can just not catch up with that pass. We're going to have a fresh group now come in. Ava Johnson, Shannon Jenkins, Carly Bush, Avery Chestnut, Aaron Aids all now in for the Toreadors. A fresh 5 in there. Got Johnson in there as a freshman. Toreadors playing some very good defense, like I said tonight. A lot of pressure on the ball. They're going to swing it out to Lennard. She's going to shoot the 3, bounce around, no good. They're going to say Conley hit that ball, going to be Toreador basketball. A dribbles it up. Not a Jenkins. Down to the Johnson in the post. Unable to get it though. Bulldogs are going to take it away. Matthews out to Lennard. Swinging the corner to Crossman. Crossman for the corner 3. Going to bounce around. No good. A's going to have it now on the fast break. A's is a really nice move, but it's going to be called a carry. Would have been a really nice move, but got her on the carry. Toreadors now going to sub in another fresh 5. We're going to have Wisebrod, Tunzvik, Nystrom, Chestnut, and Adams all in the game for Boone. Bulldogs going to try to enter in the post. No good. Tunzvik's going to come up with it. Adams now on the fast break. She gets all the way up. Takes it up and going to be fouled by Matthews. Adams now going to go to the line to shoot 2. Really nice to see almost all of the Toreador bench players enter into tonight's game. Or good thing to see there. Everybody getting some varsity minutes. Adams' first shot no good. Her second on the way will be up and also no good. Nice rebound there by Wisebrod. Another freshman getting some playing time tonight. Boone will give the ball right away back to Ogden. Crossman's going to be bringing it up. Get it to Matthews. And we're going to have a travel now. Like I said, some really good defense in there by Boone, playing very aggressive on the defensive side. It's always a good thing to see. Going to have Tunzvik now to Adams. Crossman's going to take it up. Get it to Conley. Back over to Crossman. Crossman bobbles it. Tunzvik's going to try and get it. Loose ball now. And we're going to have another jump ball. Possession arrow towards the Toreadors, I believe. Toreador basketball. Going to get into Tunzvik now. Just under a minute here. 45 seconds left here to play. Chestnut going to get it down into Jenkins. Jenkins going to be tightly guarded in there. Avery Chestnut now for the 3. Going to be no good. Going to go now to Ogden basketball. 34 seconds left. See if they're just going to wait it out here and take the last shot of this quarter. Try to find a nice open shot here to end the quarter off and the half off. Crossman's going to take the shot. No good. Rebound, though, by Matthews. Now in the corner for 3. Lennard, no good. Paul's going to have it now. 10 seconds here. Gets it right away, though, and Lennard chucks it back up. Crossman's now going to drive here in the last second. No good, and that is going to take us right to half. Toreadors here really show a lot of improvement, I would have to say, here in the second quarter. If we had to one word we could describe the Toreadors this quarter, it was improvement. All starting to kind of come together now. Toreadors lead 16-12 going into halftime. We'll be back momentarily after half. Toridors here coming out of half. Up 16-12. Bulldogs will have the basketball, though. Bulldogs will come out, though, up for the 2. Toridors lead 16-14. Adams going to drive the hoop, though, and draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Conley. That's going to be her 4th of the night here early in this 3rd quarter. Adams' first free throw up and no good. Grossman now going to have it for the Bulldogs. Going to be tipped. Toridor's going to come away with the ball. Adams at Aids. Aids going to swing it over to Tunsvik. Bush now going to chuck up the 3. No good. Rebound in there by Ferguson. Ferguson going to dribble up now. Stolen away, though, by Adams. Really nice defensive play there by Sydney Adams. Bush is going to have it. Get it to Aids. Aids going to swing it back to Tunsvik. Tunsvik now into Paul. Tipped away, though, by Matthews. Bulldog going to try to push up the court. Going to be no good, though. Be Toridor basketball. Ball going to be tipped away. Bulldog's going to come up with it. And now we're going to get a jump ball. Going to be heading Boone way now. A little bit of confusion there. No one to inbound the ball. Tunsvik will do it. Going to get it into Bush. Bush will have it. Going to swing it to Aids. Back down in Aids. Aids is going to dribble, fight through some pressure, go up, no good. Second chance opportunity, no good as well. Gets a 3rd rebound, goes up, and gets the and 1. What a play in there by Aaron Aids. Fighting through 2 Bulldog defenders, gets 2 of her own rebounds, finally gets up, good for 2, plus the foul. Like Bush is going to have it now. To get it to Aids. Aids going to check up the 3, no good. Going to be a fight for the rebound. And then we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow is pointing towards the Bulldogs. Well, I was going to try to inbound. I'm going to have a little bit of trouble. Just get in. Toridor's putting on some full court pressure now. Trying to step up that defense even more. And looks like Matthews is going to run right into a trap. Toridor's will have the ball now. Really like how Boone used that out of bounds line. It's kind of a 3rd defender there. Really using it to their advantage. Getting the ball back now. See if they can respond on the offensive side. Jank is going to have it. Going to try to dribble in. Dribbles into 3 Ogden defenders. Adams going to have it. Going to tip it out. Ogden ball now as Paul subs in. Bulldogs going to have it. Crossman has it. Get it to Ferguson. Back over to Matthews in the corner, no good. Fight for the rebound. Bulldogs come up with it. Lennard is going to draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Jenkins. That's going to be her third. Three now by Ferguson, no good. Adams rips it away, gets it back to Boone. Tunsvik now going to have it, get it to Jenkins. Jenkins going to dribble drive, and they're going to get her with the travel before the shot. Got to put that ball on the floor. Then go up with the shot. Jenkins and Adams are going to come out. Chestnut and Bush will sub back into the game. Mattsy's going to have it. Get it to Ferguson. Back to Leonard. Leonard's going to drive. Going to lose control of it. And it looks like they're going to say Ogden basketball here. I mean, air ball now on the Bulldogs. Looks like they're going to say it was tipped by the Toreadors. Going to be Bulldog basketball. 4:42 left here to go in the third quarter of play. Second year of the shot clock here. Really want to see how teams kind of develop to it. Last year in its first year, we saw a little bit of impact, but the 35 seconds seemed like it was a pretty good amount of time for teams to set up their offense and get a playoff. Going to be really interesting to see how it goes this year as well. Stolen away by the Bulldogs. Bush going to come from behind and get it. Going to get to Tunsvik. Adams wide open down there, but they're not able to get it up quick enough for the Toreadors. Bush is going to have it. Now to Tunsvik. Adams in the corner. She's going to drive. Going to go up for the two. No good. Just a little bit too hard. Rebound by Chestnut. Chestnut's going to put it up for the deuce and good. Toreadors lead 20-14. We're halfway through the third period. Chestnut's going to have it now. She's going to try to go coast to coast. A foul on Current of the Bulldogs. Chestnut going the line now for two. First shot for Chestnut, up and good. Second shot now. One will be up and also good. 2 for 2 on the free throws there by Chestnut. Going to give Toreadors some nice cushion. 8-point lead here in the third quarter. Leonard's going to drive, and they're going to get her with a double dribble there. Chestnut will bring it up for the Toreadors. Bush drives but loses control. Crossman's going to have it. She's going to dribble all the way. Cannot keep control of it, though, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow does point towards Boone. Avery Chestnut and Tunsvik are going to sub into the game for Boone. Jenkins now will get it into Tunsvik. Now to Chestnut. Back to Tunsvik. Jenkins to Aids. Aids is going to drive, going to get all the way in. Good for two. Really nice play in there by Aaron Aids. Up for the two. Toreadors extend their lead to 10. Double-digit lead now. Really good defense in there. Going to be stolen away by Chestnut. Chestnut's going to try and grab it, go for two, and now we're going to have a foul. Looks like it's going to be on the ground. I'm assuming it's going to be a block on Current. Some really nice plays in there by Macy Chestnut, a freshman only. Has played some really good defense tonight, along with her 4 points. Tunsvik going to get it into Jenkins. 3 no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Matthews going to come up with it. Going to get it up to Leonard. Leonard's going to dribble to Matthews. Matthews to Current. And Current's going to travel with it. Going to be back to Toreador basketball. 2:39 left to go. We have a fresh group now in for Boone. Going to be Adams, Bush, Nystrom, Weisbrod, and Paul. Adams to Bush, back to Adams. Now to Nystrom. Bush, Adams. Adams going to drive the left-hand layup, good for 2. Extend the Toreador lead now to 12. We're going to have a foul now. Current was dribbling. We're going to have a foul on the Toreadors, though. It's going to be on Adams. Be her second of the night. Bulldogs and get into Crossman. Kesey is going to get it into Matthews, but Toreadors will come up with it. Paul gets it to Nystrom. Nystrom will bring the rock up for the Toreadors. Bush to Paul. Menard tips it away, though. Current now for the fast break from Ogden. Going to give it away. Adams is going to come up with it for Boone. Boone now brings it up the court to Bush. Swings it over to Weisbrod. Weisbrod bobbles it. Crossman now. Crossman now up for 2. Looks like she hurt her knee there going up. Probably just tweaked something when she was either going up there or when she came down. She gets the 2 points, though. Will be Boone basketball now. Adams going to get into Tunsvik. Adams going to dribble to Tunsvik. Get it back over to Adams. Now to Aids. Aids going to dribble. She's going to lose the ball. Adams going to have it dribble off the foot. We're going to have a foul now on Leonard. That's going to be her third of the night. Adams now going to go to the line for 2. Adams' first shot up. Bounce around, no good. Nice one will come in the game for the Toreadors. Adams' second free throw will be up and good. Pass from Matthews leads to a turnover for the Bulldogs. We'll be back to Boone basketball. Minute 06 left here to go in the third period of play. Tunsvik to Adams. Adams dribbles up the court. Tunsvik will have it. She'll dribble. Get it over to Nystrom. Goes right through the hands of Tunsvik. We'll be back now to Bulldog basketball. 50 seconds left here to go. Matthews going to take it up the court. Will be met by Tunsvik there. Swing it to Current. Current to Leonard. Leonard's going to drive and going to be chipped by Adams. And Adams with the foul there. Matthews going to inbound. for Ogden. Inbound in, slapped away though by Adams. What a really nice defensive play there by Sidney Adams. But it will stay Ogden basketball. Matthews the inbound. Nystrom tries to pick that pass off, unsuccessful. Ferguson going to drive now, gives it to Current. Current's going to chuck up the three, no good, just a bit too hard. Rebound by Bush. Torior's bringing it up now. Tunsvik to Aids. Aids for the three. That's going to be good. Aaron Aids connects on the three for the Toreadors. One of the first threes I think I've seen tonight overall. What a nice play, though, there by Aaron Aids. Looks like Ferguson gets nicked up. Bush all the way to the end. No good. Going to give a shot here quick. 1 second left. No good by Nystrom to end the third period of play. Toreadors lead 30-16 going into the fourth quarter. We'll be back here momentarily.
Thank you for tuning to our live streams and supporting Boone High School. Your support is greatly appreciated.
To keep up with Boone TV, check out our social media. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Make sure to turn on that bell notification so you know when we go live next.
Now, let's head back to action.
And as always, roll doors.
Here to start out the fourth quarter play will be Ogden basketball. Matthews swings it on down into Wilson. Wilson's shot no good. Wilson gets her own rebound though, gets it kicked out. Ferguson now for the three, going to be no good. We'll be back to Toreador basketball. Jenkins now going to get into Chestnut. Chestnut back to Jenkins. Jenkins will dribble up the court. Chestnut's pass tipped away by the Bulldogs. Chestnut picks up the pass. Take it all the way to the end. No good. Rebound by Kesey and Wilson. Shot now by Matthews, going to be no good. Rebound by Paul. Paul going to dribble it, get it to Chestnut. Chestnut all the way up to Avery Chestnut. All's going to be bounced around. Chestnut's going to get it out to Paul. Weisbrod on the drive now, and she's going to be fouled. You're going to get Wilson on that foul. Going to send Weisbrod now for the line for two. First shot up and no good. Second shot here to come. That one will be up and good for the Toreadors. Increase the Boone lead, 2:15 on the night. Really good defense in there by Jenkins. We'll stay Ogden basketball though. 6:43 left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. So Matthews going to inbound. Going to get to Crossman. Crossman to Ferguson. Going to get it to Kesey. Wilson tries to come up with it, but gets it over to Crossman. Now Ferguson in the corner for the Bulldog 3, no good. Rebounded there by Jenkins. Jenkins now with the fast break, tries to get up to Weisbro, but Weisbro was not looking, and looks like we have a down Bulldog. Looks like Crossman fell. Macy Chestnut's going to have a solid move. Points will count. I'm not sure what the whistle is for. It might have been for Crossman. She might have just waved it off, though. Matthews and Crossman. Crossman will survey now the court. She will drive. Mid-range shot, no good. Rebound by Wilson. Wilson for the and one ain't good for the for the Bulldogs. Really good play in there by Anna Wilson, the sophomore for the Bulldogs. That foul's going to be on Weisbro. That's going to be her first. Wilson's free throw, no good. Conley is going to get the rebound. Back out the crossing for the 3, no good. Aaron Aids comes up with it. She dribbles up the court. Time to Adams. Adams now for 3. That's going to be good. Sydney Adams sinks the 3 for the Toreadors. Really good play in there by Sydney Adams. Ferguson has it. Adams with a solid 13 points on the night. Ball go out of bounds. Will be Toreador basketball. Aids also having a pretty nice night with 13. Adams, like I said, with 13. Two really key players for the Toreadors. Just not for tonight's game, but for the rest of our season in there. Nice turn. We'll get into Bush. Get it down to Aids. Aids is going to dribble around. Her layup's going to be good as well. For the 2, and we're going to have a timeout now by the Bulldogs here with 4:54 left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. We'll be back here momentarily. Matthews will get it in to Crossman here. Ferguson's going to drive. Going to back out to Matthews. Ferguson with the shot. Going to be an air ball. No good. It's going to be off the Bulldogs. Back to Toreador basketball. Toreadors lead 38-18. Tunsvik going to dribble it up. Get to Bush, back to Tunsvik. Now to Nystrom. Nystrom gets it to Bush. Bush now for the shot, no good. They're going to say it's Boone basketball. Nystrom now in the corner for 3, going to be no good. Aids fights for the rebound, but no good. Matthews comes up with it. Matthews will dribble the court. Get it to Ferguson, down to A's. And now we're going to be going the other way. I believe Conley just fouled out there with 5 fouls. It's going to end her night. Will be Toreador basketball. Tunzik's going to dribble up the court now. Just under 4 minutes here left to go in the fourth quarter. See if the Toreadors can add to this lead as they kind of start to pull away here. Showed a lot of improvement, almost like a whole different team here coming into the second half of play. Everything just sort of came together now for Boone. Jenkins, Chestnut, and Savannah Paul are going to enter in the game now for Boone. Matthews going to get into Crossman. Crossman's going to dribble up. Crossman now for the three, going to bounce around. No good. Rebound by Aids. Aids going to push the ball up now. Going to get all the way up to Savannah Paul. Good for 2. Toreadors now really starting to pull away. 40-18 here. Tip pass by Aids. One thing, like I've said here, Boone has played some very good defense, and I've been very impressed. A lot of tip passes, a lot of good pressure. It's really what we like to see, an aggressive, good defense. Leonard's going to get it in to Matthews. Going to be taken away by Boone. Macy Chestnut comes up with it. Chestnut has had a really nice night on the defensive side. Up to Jenkins now, and Jenkins going to be fouled. Going line for 2. Foul's going to be on Current. That'll be her 3rd of the night. Jenkins' first shot, no good. Johnson and Nystrom will enter the game for the Toreadors. Matthews going to dribble up the court. Swing it back over to Current. Lenard's going to dribble. Gets it all the way out to Matthews. No good. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson will come up with it. Get it to Chestnut. Chestnut going to have it get it to Nystrom. Nystrom's going to fight around Current. Going to draw the foul on Current. That's going to be Current's 4th of the night. 4th team foul for the Bulldogs. Chestnut will have it. Get it to Johnson on the perimeter. Down to Nystrom. Nystrom now for the 3. That's good. Toreadors now really starting to click here as of late. 43-18. Current's going to have a really nice pass there to Leonard. What a pass by Current. Current's going to get it. And now Toreador's going to draw a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards Boone. Ava Landis, another freshman, will enter into the game for Boone. She will take it up. Landis to Johnson. Johnson to Weisbrod. Back to Johnson. Johnson now trying to find something out there. Going to get it to Nystrom. Back to Johnson. Johnson tries to get the Chestnut, picked away though by Ferguson. Ferguson's going to take it all the way, and good for the 2. Toreadors lead by 23 now. Really good to see a lot of the younger players out there since they have such a nice lead here in the scrimmage. Get everybody a little bit of playing time. Landis going to have it. And looks like Coach Corson and the Toreadors are going to take a timeout here with a $1:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Toreadors lead 43-20. Landis is going to have it for the Toreadors. Going to get it to Weisbrod. Get it to Johnson. Johnson's going to shoot the three now, and that's good for Johnson, the freshman. Add 3 more to the Toreadors' lead. Current now is going to try to shoot the three just a little bit too hard. Rebound, though, in there by Leonard. What a nice rebound by Aubrey Leonard. And that's going to be a travel. Going to give it right back to the Toreadors here. Under a minute left to go. Landis is going to have it. She's going to dribble up. Get it to Weisbrod. Swing it. Toreadors swinging around. Landis going to have it. She trips, falls. Weisbrod gets it, tries to go up, no good. Bulldogs going to have it now. Just under 30 seconds. Ferguson going to take it all the way. And that one's going to be thrown away. We'll be back to Toreador basketball here. Landis now here. Most likely going to hold this one out here till it goes final. Weisbrod going to take it. He's going to go for 2. No good. Okay. Chestnut's going to fight for the rebound here. 1 second left to go. And Bulldogs in here going to hold it out here to end the game. Toreadors pick up a really nice victory here in this scrimmage. Start off our young season here. Toreadors win 46-20. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to tonight's live stream. Without our viewers, we would not be able to put this fantastic production for every sporting event for the Toreadors. The Boone girls will be back in action when they travel to Webster City to take on the Lynx on Friday, November 17th. All that action can be caught in the Webster City Gymnasium starting at 7:30 p.m. We'll be live next at home when the Boone girls basketball hosts Des Moines North on Monday, November 20th, starting at 7:30 p.m. Well, this has been Lucas Thompson here behind the mic. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. Have a great night and roll doors.
What are you reading right now?
Right now, I'm in the middle of reading Harry Potter. Have you read it before?
Actually, I have not, and it's very controversial. My students think, what are you looking at?
There's something weird going on in the lunchroom.
What is going on down there?
It looks like a bunch of zombies running into each other.
Not to generalize, but it looks kind of like a bunch of bad kids.
This doesn't look safe. Let's call Truck and see if he can help.
Go for Truck.
Truck, it's Paula Bectress, #1 English teacher. There seems to be a bunch of band kids wandering aimlessly into each other in the lunchroom. Doesn't look safe.
Not again. I know what to do.
Hello?
Maddie, it's happened again.
Again? I'll be on my way.